My name is Giselle Sandagan and I'll be discussing an infographic about the social and ethical dilemmas of robotics. It is not permitted for a robot to injure or cause a harm to a human being through inaction. A robot must also obey orders given to it by humans, unless such order contradict the first law. The ethics of robots, sometimes known as a robotics, concern ethical problems that occur with robot pose a threat to human in the long or short run. Manufacturing procedures facilitating human robots collaboration, developing better power sources, mapping environments, minimizing privacy and security risks, developing reliable artificial intelligence, and building manufacturable robots are the 7 biggest challenges in robotics. These have also disadvantage. Although robots can be superior to human in some ways, they are less dexterous than humans. They don't have such powerful brains and cannot compete with the human ability to understand what they can see. So that concludes our discussion. Thank you for taking time to listen. My name is Giselle Sandagan from COT15 FSM.
Good day, I'm Evangeline Grace Urbano, and I'll be discussing indigenous science in various locations. Indigenous science encompasses both the science knowledge of long-term residents, typically oral culture people, and the science knowledge of people who are influenced by their home communities, worldviews, and relativist interests as cultural participants. Pagbabagnet or preserved pork flesh, and pag-ietay or preserved pork through salting and smoking from Cordillera region. Pagtutuba or alcoholic drink produced from coconut palm, and many other indigenous practices are examples. This type of knowledge is known as traditional ecological knowledge. It has aided in the development of new perspectives on climate change, specific animal population declines, and sustainable harvesting practices. I hope this information will assist you in learning more about indigenous science. I'm Evangeline Grace Urbano once more, and thank you for taking the time to listen.
Hi, my name is Rosalinda P. Salanio, and I will be discuss the biodiversity and healthy society. This is support human and society needs, including food and nutrition, security, energy development, and medicine and fresh water, which is together underpin good health. It is also support economics opportunity and activities that contribute to overall well-being. It can maintain a healthy society, ensure health and food security. It is also an important part of ecological service that make life livable on Earth. Biodiversity also underpin the health of the planet and has a direct impact on all our lives. Put simply, it reduces biodiversity means millions of people face a future where food supplies are more vulnerable to pest and disease, and where fresh water in regular or short supply. That's all. Thank you for listening. Again, I am Rosalinda P. Salanio.
Hello, I am Charles Sapalaray and I will discuss the genetically modified organism. Genetically modified organism or GMOs, plant, animal, or microorganism, which the genetic material DNA has been altered in a way that does not occur naturally by mating and natural recombination. The example of this are crop, plants, farm animal, and soil bacteria that are of the more prominent example of organism that have subject of genetic engineering. Okay. The purpose of genetically modified organisms are resistance, certain pests, disease, or environmental condition, or resistance of chemical treatments. And if you thinking that GMOs are good or bad, there have been no acute risk of health issues due genetically modified organism. And last For information, GMO banned in Europe because of too high demand from European customer and freedom choice between GM and non-GM foods. That's all. Thank you for your time. Again, I am Charles Sapalaran. Thank you for listening.